Be sure to comment within the first 10 minutes to be one of the first 3 pins. Okay, ready? Do what I do in 3, 2, 1. Start with the face shape. I like to start drawing the face from left to right. The bottom half of the face will indicate a placement. After this, I draw the eyes, then the pupils. Immediately after, the lashes and the eyelid. From there, I take it down to the nose and move on to the mouth from left to right, right to left, and left to right once again to keep things as efficient as I can. Notice that the glasses were done in one fluent motion instead of the stop and go. Next, to the top half of the face. I start with the hairline to indicate where I will have the middle of the forehead and then the top of the head, including the eyebrows. Make sure that you place those according to what you see on the subject's face. So look at the face of the subject sitting in front of you more than what you're drawing. It is a good rule of thumb not to draw the full bottom of the hair so that you can place the body in there. You're gonna draw the neck and then the collar of whatever it is the person is wearing, and the arms and the torso. To be honest, it is not necessary to draw the full torso or even the brand name of the clothing that they're wearing. However, it really does help to keep things more like the person, since they went out of their way to wear something that they like. People really appreciate when you include that in there. After that, we move on to the color. The color I start with is the base color of the face that I'm looking at in front of me. Again, look at the subject more than what you're drawing, so that you can better and more accurately lay in the form shadows as well as the highlights. Apply the warm tones after applying the base color. After that, we move on to the glasses. A little bit of blue does give it a little bit of reflection since the sky is blue. Then we move on to the hair color. One color is sufficient, so make sure you choose wisely which color it should be for the subject that you are drawing.
Alright, go ahead and switch.
The reality is not every child will cooperate.
You can stand.
As you can see, this subject was not in front of me, so sometimes you have to compromise. I asked Mom if the little one can have a piece of candy to try and keep her attention. Mom was standing right next to me and she was holding the child in her arms. I had to rely heavily on my memory as I draw her and she moves around and looks around, and I cannot see her full face the whole time. And I was still able to capture the likeness mainly because she was looking in my general direction. If you didn't notice before, it did get started the same way as the first one. Face shape, eyes, nose, mouth, and then the hair. I saved the hair for last, and it's mainly because I want to sort of encase what I have already drawn and to try to give the sketch a smooth finishing touch. Hair flow is super important. Make sure you follow the hair flow as much as you can so that you can have a fluid feel to the hair. A little bit about coloring in. I want you to think that you are not actually holding a color, but rather a chalk or like a black or a gray tone. I want you to just think about the shadows and the light. You're going to enclose the shadows wherever the light wouldn't hit, and that way you can capture the forms. So really look at the forms. Really look at where the light is coming from and lay in your shadows accordingly. When coloring the hair, the best thing to do is to hold the color stick on its side so that you can cover the most area possible. You're going to go downward and upward laying in color. This will allow you to finish up your coloring much faster. As you're doing this, you are still thinking about color and form at the same time so that you can still capture the lighting as it hits the hair and where the reflections highlights are coming from. And whenever possible, yeah, sure, use both hands to color pattern, texture. A little bit of color in the background does make a huge difference in bringing focus to the faces. Try this and tell me what you think in the comments below. Be sure to check out these other cool videos in the series for more tips and tricks on drawing. Thank you, and until next time. Actually, you know what? For those of you who stuck around till the end of the video, I'm going to extend a special thank you in the form of a discount. I will give you a code called Video Trooper for being awesome, for sticking around. Thank you so much. Video Trooper will get you 20% off your next drawing, digital or traditional. Much love, and until next time.